So number 9, multiply 9 and 10. So my product is 90. My sum is negative 19. So 19, 90, I need 10 and 9. But I need them both to be negative in order for them to multiply to be a positive and add to be a negative 19. So put in negative 10x, negative 9x. So I'm going to have an x in common going this way. And I have a 9x in common going down. And going down here, I have a negative 10 in common. And going across, I have a negative 1 in common. So my factors are x minus 1, 9x minus 10. Then on number 10, I'm going to multiply 9 and 80 together. $720. And then I need to add to get 54. So I go to my calculator, put in 720, and look for 54. So 24 and 30 are my two numbers. So 9 and 30, we have a 3 in common and a p. Going across, there's a 3p. This is going to have to be a 10p. Oh no, there's no p, I'm sorry. Just a 10. So that means this has to be an 8 in common. So my factors are 3p plus 8, 3p plus 10. The ones that solve with the quadratic formula, that's where you look at your A, your B, and your C. A is your first coefficient, 6. B is your next coefficient, 11. C is negative 72. So when you set this up, you need the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 ac, all divided by 2a. So just to be careful, I'm going to put parentheses everywhere where I saw a letter. So negative parentheses plus or minus square root of parentheses squared minus 4 times parentheses, all divided by 2 times parentheses. So the first part, I need to put b, so that's 11. Then 11 goes there, and then a, and then c, and then a. So that's what I'm putting in the calculator. So in order to get my fraction bar, do alpha y equals, and I want the first one. I want numerator over denominator. I'm going to put it in exactly how I see it, parentheses and all. The first one is a negative sign, not a minus sign. Plus, second squared gives me the square root, 11 squared minus 4, 6, negative 72, 2 times 6. So I get 8/3. Now I can arrow up, highlight what I want, because I don't want to retype that, press enter, and it brings it down so I can edit. So arrow over and change that plus square root to minus, not a negative, but a minus sign. And I get negative 9/2. So P is 8/3 and negative 9/2. So on 12, my A is 3, my B is negative 12, my C is 9. And you should get 3 and 1. And then 13, my A is 3, my B is 8, my C is negative 128, and you should get 16/3 and negative 8. So 14 and 15 and 16, those are the ones I've seen the most trouble in class. This, you could write out 2x squared plus 0x minus 8 equals 0. Your A is 2, your B is 0, your C value is negative 8. And on 14, you should get 2 and negative 2. And so 15 and 16 look just like that. Your A is 5, your B is 0, and your C is negative 5. And you should get 1 and negative 1. Then on 16, your A is 4, your B is 0, your C is negative 9, and N should give you the positive and negative 3/2. And then 17, you're just given x squared, so your A value is 1, your B value is negative 11, and your C is negative 102. So when you set this up, you need negative 11 plus and minus the square root of negative 11 squared, and you do need the parentheses on the negative 11 when you're squaring it, because you're squaring the negative 2, or I should say as well. So I need 1, and then negative 102. And then on bottom, 2 times 1. So alpha y equals enter negative 11 plus second square alpha y equals enter negative 11 plus second square negative 11 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 102, then on the denominator 2 times 1. So I get 17, and then I'm going to arrow up, highlight it, press enter, and change that plus to a minus sign. Negative 6. So I get x is 17 and negative 6. So 18, A is 4, B is 3, and C is negative 52. On 18, you should get 13 fourths and negative 4. So 19, my A is 5, B is negative 7, and C is negative 66. And on 19, you should get 22 fifths and negative 3. And on 20, your A value is 6, your B value is 0, and your C value is negative 54.